Guess what? Trevor, a warrior, urged him to be brave for love. That night, he revealed his inner secrets to Aling. Aling was stunned, never having noticed. They had a lovely evening, like in a movie next morning. Eugene stumbled into Trevor while sneaking to the bathroom. He panicked and retreated, but that only made Trevor overjoyed. The kid craving fatherly love finally saw a glimmer of hope. After that, their life was like the happy times of a family of 3, cheering for wrestling on TV. Talk about a blast. They enthusiastically planned their weekend outings, but you know how it goes, happy times vanish like dust. However, soon Trevor's biological father set a return date, forcing Eugene to sneak away. It turns out the ex-husband wanted to be a good dad. He told Aling had been sober for 6 months, begged forgiveness to rejoin the happy family, leaving Aling stunned. Aling's defenses gradually crumbled as she started to believe that her biological dad was the one who could give the kid the most special love. But little did she know, this reformed guy was just a pretty lie. The next day, she went to find Eugene with a face full of. She told Eugene that her husband wasn't really a bad guy. He was just drunk when he got physical and that had never laid a finger on Trevor. Talk about lighting a. It turns out Eugene, like Trevor, lived in a violent home but left at 12. When he got older, he returned home, but his dad was still drowning in booze and taking it out on Mom this time. He refused to take it then. He warned his dad, "If you touch Mom again, I'll make sure you get a taste of my fist." It seemed his dad was shaken by his anger. Then Eugene prepared to pack up and leave with Mama, running away family. He recognized the responsibility of his father's colleagues and think about social responsibility. Last time we mentioned traveling. Let's liven up the conversation. They just wanted to seize the opportunity, thinking this was a delay. As Aling was captivated, Eugene could only leave heartbroken. The next events unfolded just as he predicted. Soon after, her ex-husband returned, drunk, and asked Aling why Trevor ignored him. Had Eugene brainwashed him? They immediately started bickering, and Dad even got ready to give Trevor a lesson. Aling had no choice but to hide in her son's room. At that moment, she finally understood Eugene's words when the next day after school. When classmates left, Trevor begged Eugene, "Why not give Mom another try?" Eugene nodded, as love should be shared. But his story with Aling was over. The feeling of returning to square one was terrible. Trevor was instantly down, but little did he know. Subtitles, he has ignited a spark of starry fire, and this flame of love has quietly spread from one individual to another. Just like the homeless man, he assisted. Even though he couldn't kick his addiction, he spread love instead. One morning while crossing the bridge, he saw someone about to jump. He rushed to intervene and hoarsely exclaimed, "Homeless guy, are you kidding me? You think I'm living the high life? Come on, let's grab a coffee. Hey, help me out." Then the homeless guy extended a helping hand to save the woman, and in the process of doing so, he also achieved his own redemption within his heart. Later, upon learning about the plan, Aling decisively sought out her mom. After years of separation, discovering her youthful escapades weren't so responsible either. So after getting married, she completely severed ties with her mom, wanting her to live in regret. Every time passing her daughter's home, Mom would just gaze from afar and leave quietly. Now a mother, Aling gradually comprehends parenting's hardships. So she decided to open her heart and invited her mom over to see her grandson. After that, love began to flow from her mother. One night, while getting some drinks, Aling spotted a troubled kid and drove him to safety without a second. When the kid discovered why he was saved, he was flabbergasted. He had been an orphan and a thief from the start. He thought doing good deeds was what God should do, not him. Until one day, after a brawl, he ended up in the hospital and saw a girl suffering from asthma, waiting 3 hours without any doctor showing up. When the doctor finally arrived, they chose to treat the kid first, triggering an argument with the girl's father immediately. The kid realized the truth, but he was not about to stay silent. Can you believe he fired a gun in the hospital? At that moment, a wealthy guy thought had sent some benefits to the reporters on the road, only to end up in an accident. After this, the reporter traced the clues and found love's origin. Little did he know, It was all part of an elementary school student social studies project, and Trevor was invited to the press early. When the reporter asked if he felt proud of it, Trevor bashfully shook his head. Although he was extremely proud of his social studies project, the teacher only graded based on the process, not the same spark. The 3 things he tried didn't work, but Mama nailed it. She bravely reconciled with Grandma and even joined his birthday party. This was unimaginable before. Spreading love like that was all thanks to Mom. Subtitles afterwards. Trevor said to his teacher that certain things are capable of change, even though at times people still feel uneasy. They were all familiar with their original selves, and even in the face of setbacks, they could still undergo changes. When they face emotions, they may lose everything they have. Trevor's remarks woke Eugene up from his daze. After the interview, he hurried to find a link to confess his long-repressed love because he didn't want to become the loser Trevor meant. If you like this video, like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching.